Okay, here's what you're gonna need for part 2. We have our crate that we Mod Podged. We're gonna use a stain. You can use whatever stain you want. I like to use Unicorn Spit. This is Rustic Reality, which is their dark brown. And I dilute it with water. And then you need a sand paper. So now that we have our supplies, let's get crafting. So first you want to do is literally just sand this whole thing down. And I do tear some of that off, and I just give it a light sand on the top. And I like to work with it down like this. Let me see if I can get you guys angled differently. Hold on a minute. Okay, hopefully that's a better view for you. And I go with the grain. And see how like right in there it's starting to come up? I just kind of peel that and don't care. You see how some of this is up like this? I just kind of tear it and leave it like that. Doesn't all have to be sanded down. Now here is where we want to add water to our already existing and then you want to shake your spit. It's always important. This is very concentrated, so it doesn't need a lot. Normally do like 5 parts to 1. Now I just need to mix it. There's a lot of the concentrated that got dried on the bottom, so I'm just going to give it a really good mix to get all that dried up to reconstitute it. All right, and now for the fun part. I need to get a rag first. Okay, so I forgot to add you're going to need a rag. So the next step is just to brush it on. And I literally just get it brushed. Let it soak while I do some other sides. And then I just kind of wipe it down. And it gives it a rustic type look. And then I do all the inside and the outside. And yes, some of the water, when you wipe it down, it will take some of this paper away, which is fine. That's what gives it a little bit of that charm. And I'm just kind of dabbing it. I'm not rubbing it much, just giving it a little bit of a dab. And see, this right up here is just gonna scrub right off. Outside. Now the last thing I like to do is dip this in and go and get the insides of these little And now we just wait for this to dry. And then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so for the final part you use, this is what I use to clear it, but really you just need some polyurethane of some sort that is oil-based to go with unicorn stick. And then I just give it a light coat. And let it dry. Very simple. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Look how fun that looks. And then the outside is just very simple. Yeah. Oh, and it's starting to rain. I hope these dry before the rain starts coming down. Might need to take those inside.